What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, just waiting for some more people to get on here, and then we'll get going. But don't mind me, just eating some pizza tonight. How's everybody doing tonight? Not doing anything crazy tonight. We're just literally chilling and hanging and just seeing how everybody's doing. It's been a busy Sunday over here, dude. Good to see you. Yeah, it's been a busy Sunday. Had church this morning. Did a little bit of driving for that, and then drove a little bit further. Ended up selling a guitar to a good friend this today, so it's already started becoming a really good week. I slowly but surely we're getting things closer to a better state, cleaner state. I tell you what, there's a lot to be said for minimalism. It really is great. Um, there's a lot of stuff that I've picked up over the years, and I sit there and I'm wondering why. How's everybody doing tonight, though? Dude, I'm the same way. I have so many guitars behind me right now. I have a big old 412 that's just off this way. And I have just this one room for studio stuff, and my desk is an absolute mess right now. So I'm just like, I've gotta start cleaning some stuff up. And what's cool is I actually have my old compact mixer. It's like 4 or 6 channels, and it's great for running multiple things together. I'm kind of excited. I think this is the first night we've had like 3 people consecutively here in quite a while. So welcome to everybody. We're just chill hanging tonight. Hey, good to see you, Lars. Yeah, guys, we're just chilling on Sunday. Casey's with me. We're just relaxing. It's been quite the weekend, and good times for everybody, I hope. Sloth Overlord, good to see you. I remember that name. So how's everybody's weekends? What did y'all do? Hey Nana, how are you doing? Lars, that is actually what I am gonna be doing tonight, I think. So right off screen, got some wonderful pizza. We have like a bunch of Pringles, beef jerky, and so many sweets that we're gonna be eating.
We have beef jerky.
We do have beef jerky, do we?
Oops.
Oh no! Oh no! We're out of beef jerky. We're gonna have to get some more. Oh, that's awesome. See, Matt, that also sounds like a lot of fun. Painting the miniatures. I have a friend who he paints Gundams, and they always look so cool. He does some of the coolest colors. I've not seen Esther. It honestly sounds like it honestly sounds like a good show. I think my parents watched it years ago. I'm glad it's back, dude. Sloth Overlord. That actually sounds like a really good weekend. Um, Case and I, we were kind of sick yesterday. There's so much sinus gunk going on. We went to the lake later on in the day, and it was a little bit warm, but it was a good day.
We tried to fish, caught no fish, but I caught a lot of snails. I've never in my life caught snails on a hook.
She's not lying. She was running a rooster tail, and we fish from the bank. You know, we don't really boat fish, but we fish from the bank. And there's like 6 times she would pull up her rooster tail, and she was like, "How am I catching these snails?" She would have like 2 on the hook at a time.
It's just too shallow.
Oh man. Yes, it was an accident, but it's a delicious one. So it's actually Clover Valley. So if you go to your Dollar General, you go to Clover Valley. It's their beef jerky. It's like $4, and you get a decent amount of beef jerky. It's actually really really good.
It is pretty good.
Like the flavor doesn't hit until about 5 or 6 seconds after you started chewing it. It's not really tough, but it's not super soft. It's one of those things where I'd give it about a 7 out of 10. It's pretty good. Matt, you're not wrong. Um, I got to see Jesus at Branson, the play, and dude, it was astounding. Like the amount of tech setup that they have in that place is nuts. Um, the poor sound guy, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, he has so much he has to do and be on top of, but it's perfect. Like it is so cool with all the live animals and stuff. It has been a minute, Theo. I just know you from Sloth Overlord because I remember seeing that, and dude. So I was sitting there thinking about when you're boat fishing or just on the boat on the water, what's the best part? Is it being on the boat? Is it bringing the food on the boat? Or is it just relaxing on the boat? Because I've never been on a boat before, but so many people I see, they talk about bringing the food along with them and all that stuff.
That was not my phone.
You're not wrong, Matt. Like it's so much that goes into those productions. So, Lars, going back to when you said Evil Sonic ate the jerky, I'm sitting there thinking when I was a little kid, I used to think, if I remember correctly, like Shadow was Evil Sonic. And I guess in a way he was, but not really. And I still somewhere have a Shadow the Hedgehog hat, I think. Um, I still love Sonic to this day, but nowhere near as into it as I used to be.
Robo Sonic was the evil Sonic.
See, I never really got to mess with Robo Sonic too much because, like, when I grew up playing Sonic, excuse me, it started off with the Sonic 3D Blast on Sega Saturn. And yeah, it's just like, oh man, it was ages ago, ages ago. Uh, he says you love Sonic,
Who?
Lars.
Oh, I used to collect so much Sonic.
Oh, he says you love Shadow. My bad.
Yeah, Shadow was my favorite.
I think so, Matt, because he was like Robotnik was like cloning Sonic or something, and I loved how Shadow wasn't evil. He was just ambivalent, like whatever suited his purposes.
I'm trying to think like on the actual lore though.
Mhm.
I don't think it was Robotnik that made Shadow.
I thought it was. I could have sworn it was.
Because he was made on the Ark.
We're gonna check this out right now.
We need to Google this immediately.
Let me Shadow the Hedgehog. Okay.
Like whatever doctor it was, like I think
Yeah, he was made by Robotnik through genetic engineering
what?
to
Okay.
save his granddaughter Maria from deadly illness. That's from Wikipedia, guys. Now that it's a reliable source.
What?
Theo, that's so cool, man. Next, honestly, just take your accordion on the boat with you, turn it into like a gondola. That would be pretty cool. Dude, that's so cool. I think my brother played Shadow the Hedgehog as well. It was one of those games I was way too little, he thought, and so he'd shut the door. It was probably because I was annoying, but
No, it's true. Like Shadow the Hedgehog was a bit more of like an adult game compared to like the other Sonic games.
I gotcha. Yeah, he just kind of shut his door, and Josh and I, my other brother, we'd kind of sit there and just be like, what can we hear? It was great.
There were more like curse words and
Yeah,
like human violence in that game.
that's what Lars is saying too. That's what G's saying. And then I fell in love with Gears of War. Oh yeah. Oh man. No, Theo, honestly, one day I hope to hop on a boat and just kind of putter around. Probably have somebody else drive the boat, because yeah.
First, we've got to get you kayaking.
Okay,
Just on a lake.
so I gotta tell you guys this. This don't swim
Neither do I.
very well.
Same.
And we met this guy, super cool dude, who was like, hey, we were at the lake. He's like, hey, when you guys want to, just let me know, and I'll bring a bunch of kayaks and we can all go kayaking. Well, Case loves kayaking. I've never been. And I swim about as good as a rock. maybe a little bit better now. I've been eating enough, so hopefully, a little bit more of the fat content helps me float. But like, it is in my mind, I foresee me hopping kayak go over, me float back up to the surface, maybe. I know, man, but it would be a risk almost worth taking. Like, I would take an acoustic guitar because, sound travels so well on the water. I would do a boat, I think, before I do a kayak. Because I sit there, I'm thinking about the kayak, and it's like, oh, it's so hard to flip. I have a wonderful record of being able to do things that are supposedly hard to do. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I think honestly one of the fun things we do is just get a boat that's big enough, take like 5 or 6 friends, just like play guitar, eat food, just spend a day out there. Um, just talk. Because honestly, with it being like fall season and stuff now, with it getting cooler at nights, I'm really excited for bonfires and s'mores, and it's just that time of year again, and I absolutely love it. And I don't know. I think it's cool because if you have people that can sing and you have people that can play, it's one of those things where it's peaceful. It's so peaceful. And then you bring food in the mix, and oh my goodness, way better. But speaking of peaceful, where we went to so I could sell this guitar to this guy. Um, lo and behold, I didn't realize this. We were in a spot called Pacific, Missouri. Some of you guys know it. I did not realize there were massive cave openings over there. We were driving down through downtown Pacific, and these massive rock walls are there with just these huge openings. It's so hard not to go over there to want to try to explore.
It was so cool. But the hiking trail up on top of the bluffs, though, we need to go check that out.
Yeah, so we actually have a date idea. We're gonna go back. It's like the U.S. Grant Trail or something like that. We're gonna go up there and hike it, and I have no idea how long it is, but it's so cool. You know, I think it takes you up above the bluff. It's pretty cool. Oh, guys. Also, I was talking with my friend earlier today, and September seems to be the month that there's a lot of new music dropping. So he was telling me about a couple bands that I didn't know about, but is there anybody recently you guys know that you're interested in music? So Case and I, we love listening to new music, and I like seeing what people are into. So I know like Wolves at the Gate is dropping an album this month. Red is dropping an album this month. Theocracy is dropping singles. He was telling me about Theocracy and I think a band called not Earthquake. Was it Earth Bodies? Something like that. Uh, kind of a funk band. But it seems like September is launch day for a lot of people. So if you have any listening suggestions, please put them in chat. That way we can look these guys up later. Sorry, I was looking up more Sonic stuff. It's been a hot second. I used to play Sonic Heroes. I kind of miss that game. I really do kind of miss that game.
Sonic Heroes was the bomb on GameCube.
See, I played it on Xbox. I never played it on GameCube. But I always loved Team Dark. Because you had Shadow, you had what was the bat's name? I forgot her name, and then you had Rouge. And then you had the robot. It was so cool.
That was Gamma. I can't remember.
G said, ask Casey about the casino stage. Dude, I hated that on hard.
I had to like think about it for a second.
I hated that stage on hard because getting trapped was the worst.
Sonic Adventure, there was a casino level as well, and it was so tedious because there was like a pinball portion, I think, of it.
Ugh.
And you had to gain enough like rings in order to be able to
Get
get
out.
out. Yeah.
That sounds almost. I think they did something on Heroes, and I forget what it was. It wasn't a card game, was it? No, that was Clockwork Knight. Also another fun game.
I never played that one.
Clockwork Knight was a little weird. It was kind of a cool game. The idea was cool. So every night at midnight, the princess would come out of the birdhouse and sing, and all the toys would wake up, and then they would play and dance and all that. And one night, an evil toy came and stole the princess. And you, as the Clockwork Knight, you have to go after this. And when the princess was taken, all the toys that are normally good and happy and friendly become very evil, and they try to kill you. So you have to fight through all these toys to get to the final boss toy to save the princess.
That's not Knights, is it?
Nope. That is a game called Clockwork
Okay,
Knight.
I was like, because I know there's another like Sonic spinoff, and it's like something Knights, I think.
The person with the purple suit?
Yeah, like the Jester style costume.
My sister loved that game. Did you guys play Knights or Clockwork Knight? I know they did a reboot on Knights.
They did?
Mm-hmm.
I never did play that one, but I was like super fascinated with it.
I think that game also was a little bit strange. I never got past some beginning part of it, but my sister loved that game.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we played it on the Sega Saturn.
There was like a little Easter egg kind of in the same casino level on Sonic Adventure where you're spinning and you go into this room and it's like a courtyard with a gazebo thing, and you can see knights like flying around the room, I think with a chow.
That's actually kind of cool. I didn't know that. I want to check this out now. It would make sense because they're both Sega. At least they used to be both Sega.
Am I thinking of the right game?
I think you are. Yeah, Knights has shown up in Sonic as cameos. And Sonic Adventure, Riders 1 and 2, and Lost World.
Yeah, it was Sonic Adventure DX is what I used to play. The director's cut.
That's kind of cool.
And then Adventure Battle 2. I used to play so much Adventure Battle 2.
You know, I never played Adventure Battle. I remember reading some about it, I think, in Sonic Heroes, because I thought it was from Adventure Battle 2. They said Shadow was like gone, but then he got reawakened in Heroes. I thought, but I may be wrong. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
From what I remember, because it was so long ago, I was like 7 or 8. It's like they all go to destroy the Ark or something like that, and there's like a huge boss fight at the end with like a giant chaos dragon thing. I can't remember.
G's asking, Casey, what was the hardest character playthrough in Adventure Battle games? Big the cat seemed very annoying when catching Froggy.
I hated that mission so bad when you're trying to catch Froggy. I hated that. I could not beat that level.
What do you have against Big the cat, G?
That mission was awful. It made me so mad.
Not gonna lie, I hated Team Rose on Heroes.
I really liked Green the rabbit though.
The rabbit was cool, but like it was so weeby.
Mm-hmm. Amy was always annoying, but I liked Green.
Amy was so weeby, and like Big the cat in that game reminded me of the otter hero in My Hero Academia that does the nautical rescue.
Oh,
when he tries to be super cute, that's who Big the cat reminds me of.
He was a seal. That's what he was.
Yeah, the seal.
In My Hero, he's a seal.
The seal hero. Whatever his name is. I forget.
I can't remember. It's like on the tip of my tongue.
Let me look this up, guys. That is who Big the cat reminds me of.
Another character that I really liked on there when I was little was it was a female echidna.
Selkie. That's who it is. Selkie.
Oh yeah. Her name, I think her name was Tick Hall. Like, I'm not sure how you'd spell it, but she was like an ancient echidna.
So Knuckles and Tickle. I don't know. I'm just gonna sip my coffee now.
I'm going.
No.
I think we just say some dumb stuff sometimes.
G is saying Knuckles had a crush on Tickle. Do you mean crush? Because like Homeboy's got some hands.
I don't remember like a solid, like a canon crush that he had. I remember like on what was the TV show called? Sonic X. I remember on Sonic X it was Knuckles and Rouge. Like there was kind of like a thing going on there.
I think that's kind of what they pushed in Sonic Heroes too.
But in Sonic X, Knuckles was like not really into it, but Rouge, they made it kind of like weird.
Like reverse Amy and Sonic. Mm-hmm. Well, kind of Amy and Sonic. That was also the weird thing.
Yes.
So Amy was like 16 in Sonic Heroes, and she's after Sonic.
She's 12.
I thought in Heroes she was 16.
I think I had the booklet for it, and I used to read their names. So she was 12, Sonic was 15, Knuckles was 18. Or no, he was either 16 or 18.
What, in the Epstein?
And Tails was 8 years old.
Please tell me it's in dog years.
I don't
know. Oh, she used to be 8, and then it was changed to 12. She is currently supposedly 21 in 2023.
That's so odd.
Hey, also bonus points, guys. Can you guess who Tails' girlfriend is?
Cosmo.
No.
What? No, I want to see. Click back on it. Oh, that's not a that's just like the show that was an absolute dumpster fire. No,
I can't
so,
I can't argue with the canon.
No, so on Sonic X it was Cosmo.
And that's not what canon says.
Sonic Boom was a dumpster fire of a TV show.
So we went to, I think it was Big Lots or Kmart back in the day. They had a bunch of the Sonic DVDs on there. It was kind of cool. I wanted to pick some up. There was like Sonic Christmas and stuff. But it was good times.
They had like Sonic X DVDs at our local library when I was a kid, and I would rent them all the time. Like, it was back when they had like the cards that you wrote your name in, and like every time I'd go like open it up and you'd see like my name, just logo on the DVD card.
So apparently a lot of people were into the Sonic, but like, what other shows were you guys into? Like I said, we're just chilling tonight, guys. So nothing official, nothing heavy duty. We're just eating food and talking. I still think that's hilarious though, because that's almost like the old TV shows where they're like, sign your name, and the person writes your name.
Do what? I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember a Manic Sonia and Sonic?
Yes. That was it was
How It's Made, dude, that was the best show.
Oh, I love that show so much. He always no, June knows this, the way that the narrator would pronounce mold.
On How It's Made?
Yeah. Mold. He always said mode.
We're going to pull this up. Once this is done, we are going to listen to this.
No. Manic Sonia was on. It was one of the older games, and it was like a 3D game. And they were like pinned one-on-one in a fighting ring.
I was going to say, Theo, yeah, that's pretty understandable because they made things in factories look so appealing. Like when you watch it go through the lines and everything get put together.
Especially when it's candy.
Mm-hmm. Or when it was like automobile parts. That was cool.
When it's like food. Oh,
yeah. Dude, now you got me thinking. I'm just like, I know what we're going to be watching when we're going to bed. It's going to be like how candy is made in factory.
That's probably better than like the cave disasters that I've been listening to.
Legit. So I absolutely love this about Case. We will be sitting down. She'll look at me sometimes and she'll put on a video. And it's how people died in cave disasters or diving and they get stuck.
Like oil rig accidents and stuff. Just incidents and stuff like that. It's like
just as long as like people are no longer existing, she's like, oh, I gotta listen to this.
Look it up. Like one of them's called the Byford Dolphin incident, I think. Like, look it up.
Some of it is pretty cool and like sad. Like I think the one she's talking about, that's the one with all the gravel, right? Where the guy swims in the cave and gravel comes in behind them.
No, I think that was the one where somebody had
The oil
pressure
rig.
in the
Yeah. Yeah, that one's actually pretty cool.
And then there was the Piper Alpha. I think that was similar to that, where there was like a mass explosion.
Theo recognizes the Byford dolphin. He's like, it's gnarly. Dude, see the glass bottle, how it's made work good. Because then you get to see the liquid go in. Yeah. He's saying Piper Alpha is just sad though.
Yeah, that one was.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they all are, but it's just like it's interesting to go back and listen to them.
What's crazy is it seems like it's just. It honestly seems like it's just one thing that could have been different, and everybody would have been okay. You know? That's the sad thing is like somebody didn't quite do their job right. Somebody else didn't know something.
Or somebody got complacent.
Yep. Or somebody thought they could do something when they couldn't. And it just leaves a horrible mess. Just an absolutely horrible mess. Theo saying Ocean Ranger. We'll have to check that one out.
I have to rely on him because he's my eyes. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I'm like looking at the screen, pretending like I can read, but I can't.
Dude, when the oil rigs sink, that's part of what makes it sad, because it's like the people that stay in their quarters that can't get out. That really, really sucks. Like when they were talking about the Byford dolphin, and they were talking about how they recovered the living quarters, how people have been waiting for the sound to evacuate, and it never came. Like that sort of thing is just like, dude, that absolutely sucks.
Well, then there was like the other one. It was a cave incident, but it's called the Nutty Putty Cave, I think, incident or disaster.
Yeah. G was talking about that. G actually brought up the Nutty Putty Cave. He said it was a sad too. And the guy's still down there. They sealed him in there after he wasn't responsive.
Yeah, they were like, nobody else is going in this cave because it was just too dangerous.
Mm.
And then both of us listened to like all the ones that happened in Jacob's Well.
That's what it was. Mm-hmm. What's crazy is like even here in Missouri, so Fugitive Beach in Missouri, there was like 3 years in a row where we had somebody drown out there, and it's a rock quarry that's really, really deep, and so it's just that one gets a little bit sad whenever that happens out that way. Yeah. So I think now they require floaties and a bunch of stuff. Yeah. I don't know how we went from kids shows to like people not alive anymore, but I'll take it. But for real, it's definitely prayers for everybody's family, because that's just hard. Yeah. That's really, really hard. So when I was a kid, we did watch a bunch of cartoons that were like, VeggieTale, that sort of stuff. But we watched a lot of Hogan's Heroes and Gomer Pyle. And that was actually kind of fun. But as far as like kids shows, I grew up with so much VeggieTales. The music is still really good today.
I just like, whenever I think of VeggieTales, I just think of like the VeggieTales PC game that my brother and I used to play.
Was it Minnesota Cuke?
No, it was like a huge amusement park full of different games, like mini games that you could play that were like some of the movies and episodes and stuff like that. And like the cheeseburger song. That was like a little theatrical play kind of song that you could go and listen to on it. And then the pirates who don't do anything.
I'd never played this game, and I'm kind of sad now. Also, pardon the water overhead. We have water pipes above us. Micah, dude, welcome. Yeah, we're just chilling, man. Eating food, chilling, not talking about anything really so much in particular, just going off the cuff tonight. We're talking kid shows, or shows we watched when we were kids, or even games we played. So, like, How It's Made's been brought up. I was saying I watched a lot of VeggieTales, Hogan's Heroes and stuff. And you're right, Theo. Just like the fact that Clink, the camp commandant, was a Jew who was playing a Nazi is hilarious in and of itself. It's definitely not something you could make nowadays. G saying the robots would always break and the pee would fall down on the floor sparking.
Yes, I remember that. What
was
mini
that
game was that though?
What was this game? We've got to check this out.
I gotta look it up too.
Let's go to images. I have a feeling that's going to pull it up a lot better. Was it VeggieTales Game Night? Oh,
VeggieTales Carnival. I think it was that one.
Veggie Carnival?
I think so.
Did it look like this?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, because it was like, that's what the layout was. It was like an amusement park, but maybe it was like VeggieTales Carnival.
Huh.
Let's Google more pictures of it. Yep, that was it. That was totally it.
So, like, when I played VeggieTales games, it was like Minnesota Cuke, where you had to, like, get through the side scroll level, right? You had to, you had like bubble gum and different things, but they were all consumables. Okay, that's actually kind of cool.
That's the one that would break. Like,
it looks like horrible graphics.
It was.
It looks like absolutely horrible graphics.
At least it was like cartoonish and not like CGI or anything like that, though.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty bad.
Care if I show the camera really fast?
Which one?
That first one.
This one?
That one. So, like, I don't know if you guys can make that out. It's not going to focus really well, but it looks like super, super cartoony. See, what was the name of that show where they would like just destroy stuff? It was like Destroyed in Seconds. That was the other show we loved to watch, was Destroyed in Seconds.
I don't remember that, but I was going to ask who else remembers Caillou. That show was so annoying.
I've never watched it, but I've heard the hate from
that kid was such a brat.
Never watched Caillou, but I have heard so much hate towards that kid. Just that cartoon. It wasn't until like I got a little bit older I started watching some of the other cartoons from back in the day, like what was it, Sweet 16? That was like a really weird,
Oh,
like
16.
16, I
Yeah,
think.
when they're all working in the shopping mall. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That was such a weird show because it was
Yeah.
like,
that was like more of an adult, like teenage / a young adult
yeah, so
themed
angsty.
show. Yeah.
Yeah. Did y'all ever watch Junkyard Wars? I did.
I think I did.
Wait,
I think I did.
I'm gonna have to look
Let's
this up.
check this to the Googles.
Junkyard Wars TV series.
What was the Storage Wars? I know Storage Wars, where they used to fight over this stupid stuff that they didn't know existed.
I remember Storage Wars. I think
Junkyard Wars.
I don't remember Junkyard Wars, but it looks kind of cool. That actually looks kind of cool.
That does. That's not. Oh, okay, I was thinking that was like.
Huh. So Theo, what was the premise behind it? Because I'm looking at it now. Looks like they were building some kind of cool stuff.
Yeah, that's not at all what I thought it was. What I was thinking.
The show with given the task. I'm reading this on IMDb. Let's check this out. Two rival teams are given the task of building some kind of machine in one day, using only the items found in an unusually well-stocked scrapyard.
Okay, that would be super cool.
Trebuchets, hovercraft, rockets, gliders, cannons. Okay, that actually kind of sounds cool. That actually kind of sounds cool. Huh. G was saying you had to use the tokens in that game.
Oh, and on the carnival game?
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
Dude, Ben 10 was so cool. Jake the American Dragon, I only watched a little bit of.
I used to watch so much of that one, but then they had like a new reboot of it, and the animation was just awful. It looked weird and like, I don't know. I just didn't like it.
Mm. See, when I'd go visit grandma, that was when I'd watch like Pokemon and a Samurai Jack, and I think a little bit of, was it Naruto back then?
Pokemon was my jam. I love Pokemon. I like all the Pokemon movies.
If ever you guys want to gift Case anything, like way down the line, like say if her birthday was like tomorrow,
give me anything. That's awful. Why would you even say that?
Fine.
I just am here.
Just know that Case loves plushies. This is for future a reference when people are looking at the library of videos and are like, "Huh, wow." Don't feel any pressure, guys. I'm just saying. It's also a note for me so I can come back and remember this later. My memory is horrible.
So you can remember It's like hidden motives.
Two birds, one stone. My memory and
Dragon Tales was a show that popped up the other day. I used to love Dragon Tales when I was a kid. I loved that show so much.
See, I remember a little bit of Dragon Tales, but I also remember, what was that weird?
I'm looking at like early 2000s children's shows.
Do you guys remember Wishbone?
I don't know if I do or not.
G is saying you and him liked Chowder and Flapjack.
Oh yeah, those were like kind of like just before, I think, like 2010s, maybe around like, oh, I don't even know, maybe like 2008.
Huh. So, Theo, do they have seasons of it by chance on YouTube? because I have found everything from like Canada's Worst Drivers to like I think we were able to watch a couple movies via YouTube. Sometimes people have the they'll have like a pirated version, and I try to avoid those. But I've been able to find a few seasons of things there.
Did you ever watch Bob the Builder?
I did.
You did?
Oh my goodness. And that makes me think of Barack Obama.
Oh no.
Bob the Builder, can we fix it? Because all I remember is Barack Obama like, change. Can we change? Can we make it better? Oh my goodness.
Did you ever watch Courage the Cowardly Dog though?
Yes.
Dude, I loved that show when I was a kid. I loved that show.
Again, that was a grandma's house cartoon.
That was a creepy cartoon. Like, that would give children nightmares. And there's like one episode of that show that's like, it gets the spotlight. I cannot remember the episode.
The Ramses episode, is it?
I don't remember, but it's where Courage keeps having nightmares and he can't sleep, and he has one, and there's like this giant like CGI thing like head, and it's like, you're not perfect, and it's just weird. I'll show you a clip of it if I can find it.
Oh my. We'll have to wait till we're off stream because otherwise we'll get hit with like copyright.
I can just like not show it and then like mute it.
Nope.
I'll show it to you later then. For some reason that like put a lot of people in like Uncanny Valley. They didn't like that episode.
Nana wants to know if you remember the dinosaur show with the baby.
Yes. What was that show called? They were like puppets though, I think. Or animatronics, maybe? I can't remember.
Is it the one where they're kind of like not realish, but they're like people in felt suits? Like there's a blue and a pink dragon.
And they were dinosaurs, and it was like...
Oh, yeah.
I just remember like the final episode of it was the comet that... like...
Oh, that's sad.
Killed all of the dinosaurs.
That's sad.
Yeah, it was the meteor, not the comet. Oh my goodness. It was the meteor that destroyed all the dinosaurs. That was the final episode. And I think the baby was like looking out the window or something like that. I can't remember.
Oh, that's so dark. Oh, that's so dark.
Let me see.
Oh,
yeah, it was literally called Dinosaurs.
See, I've seen the images from Dinosaurs, never watched it. It was 4 seasons?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, people like that show. And the last episode of it was dark.
Huh. See...
Oh, that's what happened. Okay, so I was remembering wrong. So
okay.
That's so messed up for a kid's show.
That is so wrong. Oh, that's so wrong. They were going to throw grandma in the tar pits. So when I hear dinosaurs, I keep thinking about the movie with like the monkey.
The lemur thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And the whatever kind of saurus he was getting chased down by what is that dinosaur called? It's not like a Carnosaurus. It's like something else.
What does it look like?
It's like a horned massive
I don't
T-Rex.
Even remember those.
I don't remember because Fooster, he was playing a game where he was hunting those, and I don't remember what they're called.
Um, Carnotaurus.
Yes. Yes, a Carnotaurus. Because I remember it's huge. And I was watching Fooster play a dinosaur hunting game, and he gets to hunt a couple of those. They're pretty cool. They look pretty cool.
Okay, another one that I want to look up. I used to like devour this show, or not show, but the movies. I loved The Land Before Time so much when I was a child. I just loved it so much.
Land Before Time was one of the best shows ever.
Honestly, I want to watch it again.
Is honestly one of the best shows ever. Petrie was one of my favorite characters, and honestly, I think that's the show that got me into salads, because they never made a leaf look so good.
The tree stars.
Yeah, gee. Oh, look, a tree star, and it's like, now your parents like, hey, I have a bowl of tree stars. It's good times. I remember we used to go to the library to pick them up, and I think it's the second movie is the one I've seen the least. The first one was always hard. The first one was always so
It's
hard.
sad.
Yeah.
But I love that movie. I want to watch it again so much. I'll look this up. See where I can find it.
Hey, also, do you guys know where we can watch The Little Toaster Goes to Mars? We just watched Little Toaster.
That show, no, I keep calling everything a show. That was messed up.
That was a really dark movie.
That was not what I remembered. That was not at all what I remembered.
That show, that movie had so many just like dark twists to it. So many things that didn't make sense. And the filler was just dark. But it was just like, it was cool. As a kid, you don't remember it.
You can rent it on YouTube for $3.99. Land Before Time. I wasn't like a fan of the newer ones.
After a while, they started getting
like just goofy. Like they just ran out of ideas and they were like, hey, let's just do this. Let's just do that.
I think part of it is, again, when you have so much money coming in,
they just want to milk it.
Mm-hmm. It's like Despicable Me 3.
Oh, that one was so lame.
So Despicable Me 2 was super good, right? Like it was nutty. Gru was shown to be more imbecilic. But then when you watch 3, it's like he's completely incapable of doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
And like his wife now has to do everything, and she makes everything work out. And it's like he's lost all of his, sorry for that bump, he's lost all of his
character.
Yeah.
Yeah, his character was just like completely like wiped out, and
we couldn't even finish it. It was just like
watered down. It was just like
it was hard. We were watching and we were
cringy.
Like, what is this?
It was like secondhand embarrassment cringe. Like that's what it felt like watching.
Honestly, it's just like if I was an animator, if I was a story writer, I would not be okay with that going out the door. It just we stopped it, I think, after like 10 minutes, 15 minutes in, because it was just like, what in the world? Mm-hmm. It was so dumb. I think that's when we switched over to like Batman or something.
Yeah, and then we turned that one off too. Because it was the second one. It wasn't.
It's the third one.
It was the third. Oh, it was the third one.
The one after Joker, the one with Bane. Okay, so as an EMT, it bugs me when I saw Bane put an IV in first stick while he's in a plane.
The hands, you're so frustrated.
I am so mad.
I know, I always know you're frustrated as soon as the hands clap together.
Because the plane is getting dragged through the air like this. And I see Bane take an IV right in. First try. No issues.
How do you know he wasn't a pro at it? Oh man.
Okay, so Nana, you might not believe me. I have never watched E.T. And I love Reese's Pieces, but I've never watched E.T. Gee, is saying Dunstan Checks In was one we used to watch too. Dunstan Checks? Do you remember that?
Do not remember that. I do remember Nana had one that every time we'd go over, like I had to watch it, and it was like Otter and Emmett's Christmas or something like that.
Emmett Otter.
Yeah.
Emmett Otter. I love that. I love the music in that one. It's so good.
I loved the scene where like he goes out and he's like collecting the firewood for inside. Like I always loved the sound of like firewood just like clinking together. It's just such a satisfying sound.
Mm.
It's the sound that makes me feel like chores are being completed and it's just cozy.
Dunstan Checks In. It was a chimp in a hotel.
Wait a second. I know this. Why do I know this? Yes! I know that!
I remember that video cover, but I don't remember the movie. I don't think I ever watched the movie.
Oh my goodness. Oh, there was another one I used to really like too, and it was called Monkey Trouble, I think. It was like a carnival guy, circus guy. His monkey ran away from him, and a little girl takes him in, and the guy wants to try to like get him back. But he doesn't want to go back because he was neglected.
I'm gonna make you upset.
What?
She has the Fred Durst hat.
I like that was a movie. I really liked that movie too when I was a kid.
Guys, we've been going for a little bit over an hour. We are going to call it here. Thank you to everybody that's been coming and hanging. And new song is coming up soon. Hopefully a new short video will be going up. Thank you to everybody who checked out Can You Hear Me? Really appreciate it. It started moving pretty fast, and I really appreciate you guys. New merch coming soon. Not going to spoil the details just yet. We're just getting closer. And just know I really appreciate you all.
I like how we're just getting into this, having fun, and you're just like, all right, let's shut this down.
I know. I hate to be a party pooper, but I try to keep these things to right about an hour, something like that, because it's easier to go through. As we get better with other things going on, then we might try doing an extended after we kind of get a little bit better with our routines, I guess. But it's been a long day, guys. We appreciate everybody. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. And yeah, thanks, man. Things really are happening. a lot of cool stuff is going on. Theo, have a great night, man. Get some sleep. Dude, I miss you. You have no idea. I appreciate you, man. G, Nana, have a great night.
Have a good night.
We'll message you guys later, probably send you all some memes. Get ready for some cool stuff, guys. All right. Have a great night, y'all.